1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. And, boy, we thought we might get to Chaz today.
Yeah, when we submitted this one for discussion, we're like, Chaz may have to handle this one.
Yeah, I didn't have time to avoid this one. You're right. I just kind of looked at it last night, and I was on the hook.
What's the topic today, Cantera?
Well, the headline from the Post, it was last week, but it was nursing home worker fired for giving lap dance to elderly man with dementia. And there's a term in there that she was charged with that I asked. Was it gross sexual imposition? I think it may have been. Essentially, she was
dancing for a guy who evidently couldn't control like what he could see or what he couldn't see.
And who was filming it?
From what this is like, I saw this and heard this about a week ago, so my memory's a little bit sketchy, as you know.
Yeah, it was a coworker.
Okay,
yeah.
It was a coworker. Okay. But their excuse, Paul, was that the look on his face was saying yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So,
what's wrong with this? Come on.
Well, there's a video. You can go online. There's a video, and it's she's got her camera, and she's kind of her coworker, and she's dancing what might be characterized as a lap dance, and there's some unauthorized kind of touching, and she's kind of around him, and then she just turns around and kind of gives it what we used to call the full moon, right?
Yes, drops it down real quick out the door.
She does, yeah. So, right, this kind of sticks around for a few months, and then this video probably just gets loose talk around the facility, gets to an administrator, the police get involved, things heat up. She's at this point been fired and charged.
See, I can see her getting fired, but being charged with gross sexual imposition, which is a felony, is she actually going to get in trouble for this?
Yeah, I think she's being overcharged here. I mean, we've got some type of low-grade assault, unauthorized touch. We've got some kind of exposure. I mean, she's exposing herself.
If she meant well, though, I mean, if she was like, honestly, I mean, this looked like a pretty harmless situation. Granted, it's probably not legal, I'm sure, but I mean, she's not going to get hit with like time and stuff, right?
No, I don't see it. I don't see her getting hit with time. I don't see her.
What if it was
going down the sexual predator
that did it
role
for an old lady?
It'd be worse.
Yeah,
it'd be
different story, right? If he was, and it depends what's exposed, and again, tricky topic here, but it depends what's exposed. And the first part of it, she was just being suggestive, and it could really be looked at as her being funny, not the kind of thing that you'd want your, grandparent or parent subjected to, et cetera. But then she sort of does do the exposure piece at the end. Probably what has brought it over the top is that she went beyond just kind of innuendo and some, yeah.
That story about dementia coming right around the age of 47 that I saw yesterday terrified me. I just like to go on the record before I fall into complete dementia. Okay. I don't care if guy, girl, doesn't matter. Hey, you go ahead and hang out, whatever you want to hang out in front of me if I can't see it, if I can't say anything.
You're leaving like some kind of dementia will.
I feel like I'm going to be bored as hell. Yeah, okay. Put something in front of me. I don't care what it is.
All right. Well, all right. That's good news.
Sorry, Cantera.
All right, Paul. So thanks for clearing this up a little bit. So the gross sexual imposition, Paul Harding says, is probably being overcharged. There you go.
All right.
It would appear that they've kind of they've gone a little too far in this, but one of these stories that I took a look, and boy, this has gone. Sometimes the absurd is what circulates around the country, and this thing has been absolutely everywhere.
Oh, so. We're living in absurdity. It's crazy
compared to what's out there on the internet today. I mean, that's kind of harmless stuff, but yeah, you're right. Thank you, Paul.
Right, Paul Harding from
okay, guys.
Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
It's Pix 106.
Quinn and Cantera mornings on Pix 106.